This is Matt over at MilestoneCGP.com. Today is Thursday, February 2nd, and I want to cover a couple of tickets today. I'll follow up with BA. Um, I did that video the other day, and I said we'd get it, and we got it. So we nailed the gap today here. Total percent gain for the members that are following me is 412%, called the exit. And looking at this now, it's still pretty heavy to the downside. We have that gap there. This gap is all gone, but we do have this trend line and this trend line here, and the indicators are showing it's going to be coming down a little bit more. So when we popped up here a little bit, I did alert some more puts for a longer period, a longer time frame, and some high risk ones. But I'll have to keep an eye on that. But BA is looking a little bit rough. If I throw it on the weekly, you can see, it's the first week down. Usually there's 3 weeks to follow, but potentially, unless the market's bullish, then it's going higher. So potentially we can get down here. We'll have to see what happens, but looks good right now. It's a nice trade. Next one here is mainly for our members, but IP so far we have 458%. I put that out there a couple days ago, and this one's doing really well. It did bounce off this low right here as expected. My first target's going to be the 50-50 here, another 335 down. Did bounce up $1 today, very weak. But the main support area for this, after it broke under this here and never regained it again, this whole area right here, then it's going to be a hold instead of just a sell. So IP did fall back, 458% so far. It looks good. If we move it out to the weekly, you can see it's had a big move up, and I got a nice gap 50-50, so it lost its full candle that it had right here, and I'll call the excess out of here. Hopefully about 700%, somewhere in that area, depending on if the market's dropping at the same time. I might manage it all the way down to this trend line if it's aggressive enough, and it looks that way. So we'll have to see what's up there. So IP, BA, a couple others that we're doing really, really well on. But these are pretty much closed positions, made the big moves. Just wanted members and followers to be updated on those two. Taking a look at, SPX right now, real quick. Very tight channel here. I'm going to go swing it out to the, the daily. Swing it out to the daily. Yeah. I mean, this thing is just, it's going to make a decision sooner or later, that's for sure. But just to let you know, here's a trend line right here. We actually got under this trend line today, but then it did regain it right into the close. So these two candles here on the last couple of days broke under that today. With this wick here, so it's definitely showing signs of weakness. Never broke up from this channel here over this, and with that being the case right now, it's still not bullish. It is pretty bearish, especially with breaking this over here today. So we'll have to see what happens tomorrow. But it's either going to be, with the ATR of $14 a day for this one, from where it closed right here, $14 is going to be up to this gap right here, or it's going to be down to this trend line right here, one way or another. So I think it depends on jobs tomorrow where they're going to take this puppy. But I'll lower it down to the hourly, and you can see here, it's just a tight channel here. It made some moves today with these big swings right here, and if you were day trading it, it was very, very lucrative. But yeah, it's pretty tight right now and a mess. I mean, the market's going to either gap up or gap down tomorrow with jobs, that's for sure. So we'll have to see what happens. We got the jobs, and we'll go from there. So taking a look at the Dow real quick too. Dow's in the same position. You've had 3 days down, 1 day up, 1 day down. I mean, it's really not doing anything. You got the lower channel here. You got a tight box right here. A tight channel right here. It's not really coming off of. It was resistance today and failed that. We closed underneath this candle, which is very bearish. So we'll have to see what happens. If we do get a move to the upside, we do have this 2072 gap right here, 20072 to get. And then you have that upper channel up here. So unless a miracle happens, we're going to head up here, or we're going to head down here. It's just going to be that simple. That's pretty much the trade zone for this right now. But it has not moved. It's pretty frustrating, but I think everybody's trying to decide what's going to happen with policies and all that other stuff. So when it does move, it's going to be fun. Until then, we'll just have to sit back and relax. But normally, after you make a move to the upside, you make a move to the downside. And that's what we did. We hit this channel here, and we haven't made it all the way down yet. So we'll have to see what happens. But I'm figuring we're going to tag this tomorrow in this area. Right here, probably bounce and then head up after that, or whatever the case may be. We'll have to see what happens, or break it and come down here to expand the channel. All right, this is Matt over at milestonecgp.com. Remember, you can get my trades sent right to your phone or right into a private Skype chat room if you follow me on WhatsApp. Just go to milestonecgp.com, and it's at the bottom. You can join, or you can just join us for free in Skype. Just add me as a contact, Matto STC, MATTO STC, and I will see you there. Everybody have yourself a fantastic night.